Witam was w następnym odcinku Assassin's Creed'a 1. Rozmawialiśmy. Teraz czas wyjść z mnie. Nie wiem, czy walczyłem tutaj ostatnio, nie pamiętam. Akurat. No to do Jerozolimy.
Climb tall structures to gain a bird's eye view of your surroundings.
Nie wiem, dlaczego ja wziąłem to na zewnątrz. Nie będzie. Dobra, to będę przejdę. Wystarczy spacji i już sam idzie. Nawet nie trzeba klawiatury. To jest proste. Ci już są przesunięci. Chyba już wystarczy. To biegniemy. O, flaga. W jakim miejscu? Dobra, zapłacę może kiedyś. Tu jesteś. Błąd grafiki. Bo nie, nawet to nie jest błąd, po prostu takie przejęło. Może. Iwa. Nie jest skok. Dobra, idziemy sobie pogadać. Ale nie mamy informacji.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majd-ud-Din for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salah ad-Din's absence has left the city without a proper leader.
Rzeczy
And
tyle
Majd-ud-Din
map
has
tego
appointed
miasta.
himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are two locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Dobra, no to idziemy poszukać informacji. Ja? Gdzie muszę szukać ich tutaj? Gdzie to tam?
You have no business here.
Nikt nic nie widział. Tutaj. Nie wiem dlaczego tu jakieś błędy są. Dziwne. Dosyć niskie to jest, ale zawsze może być. Ucho mnie swędzi od środka. Tam palcem cmit nie dosięgnę za bardzo.
Praise God, you've saved me.
Ale to było proste.
Your sacrifice. May God have mercy.
Też chcesz przybić? Tu do ciebie. Tu jesteś.
I'll tell you, I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
Dobra.
The few coins, please.
Kartu informatora. No tej pensji nie robiłem jeszcze. Ale tej nie pamiętam, dawno wygrałem to. Wy żyjecie, no tak, bo ja nie zrobiłem za bardzo. Nie, dobra, już nie żyjecie. Aż tam cię. No co ci się chciało z stałem? Dobra, idziemy dalej. O, chodź szybko.
Guards, murderer!
Chodź, jeszcze tutaj. Dobra, już. No chodź. No chodź.
Guards! How quickly he just killed someone!
Idź tutaj. Halo? Typie, no chodź.
Oh no! What happened? Go pester someone else.
I should be safe here. They won't dare spill blood in front of a holy place. In the chaos, I managed to grab this from one of the guards. Perhaps it'll be of use to you.
Dobra. No, pierwsza misja poszła gładko. Dobra. Przy okazji weźmy ten punkt. Nie będzie tak łatwo.
Pray that God, glorious and exalted is He, finds favor with us, that He may grant us victory.
Dam radę tak? Tu Tu nie zakręcę chyba, czy zakręcę?
He has found the strength
Jednak.
to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must
Dobra, synchronizacja.
I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping
Jest tu flaga, tam była flaga.
from Jerusalem next. We must end
O,
this
nawet dwie flagi.
war. It has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty
I kolejna flaga.
to defend it until death.
Tam widzę jeszcze jedną.
Be destroyed.
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's Temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Dean parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Go away. What do you want?
Dobra. Zebrane, gdzie jest najbliższy? Tutaj. Tak, 3 zadania? Nie, to były 2 dopiero.
He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this
Flaga.
before it has a chance to begin.
Tak dużo ich.
City is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend
Nie, stoi ich tu dosyć dużo, no ale takie...
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
You will not get away from me!
Nie wiem, co chciałem.
I know you're here somewhere.
Infidel die!
Czyli stąd muszę. No dobra. Prawo. Dość niski ten punkt, ale... Tak starczy. Nie, będziemy do mnie strzelać. Jest pobicie, jest chyba zabójstwo. Idziemy na pobicie. Jest chyba bliżej.
Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. But we are only human. We might falter, we might fail. Majd-Addin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned.
Do kogo ty gadasz, bo nikt nie słucha.
Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
Dobra. Gdzie mi idziesz? Tutaj. I w prawo.
Leave me be.
You have trouble.
I'll show you.
Jeden nóż znaleziony, dobrze.
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majd-Addin well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them, fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans, their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with, works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Dobra. To wszystko? Dobra, no to wracamy.
What's going on?
Can't escape! Step aside! Quickly!
Mają się bić, to przy okazji tutaj. Nie, uciekł ten typ. No już jestem.
What
Gadamy.
news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-Addin is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majduddin does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Dobra, piłko wzięte. Teraz prześpimy.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Ja nie wiem, gdzie zaatakować.
You're a dead man. You're mine. Power.
O, wy hobbicie.
Go away.
Paga.
Why is he in such a hurry?
I need help. Please, anyone. Your heresy elsewhere. Oh! Stop this, please. You're hurt. There he goes. Stop him. There. Oh! He's gonna die.
Dobra, no to idziemy. Tak, chyba jego był asasyn. Jest.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? to be mired in deceit and sin, to live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action?
Nie wiem, zaczniesz czy od naszego brata, czy od tej kobiety? Może wszystkich naraz.
This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice!
Who do you take yourself for?
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
Yes, you are! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin.
Czyli
The
chyba
harlot,
od...
the thief, the gambler, the heretic.
heretyki.
Let God's judgment be brought
Czy jacyś są heretykami?
Temptress, succubus, whore. She goes by many names. Her sin remains the same. She turned her back on the teachings, defiled her body to advance her station. Each man she touched, forever.
Widziałem. Ja was wszystkich pokonam. Jesteście prości. No, tak, muszę dokończyć może.
No, no, it had only just begun.
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
Dobra. Co? Ich fikołek. Nie wiedziałem, że tak potrafię. O, nieźle. Dobra, chodźcie walczyć. Wiem, że zamknięte. Dobra. Jestem poszukiwany, tak jakby na czerwono się świecę.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Ty tylko umiesz walić książką. Jedną
But do so
ręką.
on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
To będzie końcówka tego. Teraz się jeszcze chyba pogadać. I będzie koniec chapteru, tak? No, wstajemy.
Get up. Whatever you say, Doc. I'm ending the session. I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
Asasyni po mnie
What do you
będą.
mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No, except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
No co już. Patrz. Ok. Chodzić. Dobra. Tu mogę wejść? Nie, doktor. Nine. Nie mogę. Tylko dali mi takie informacje. Czyli trochę informacji z tej skrzynki. Idziemy spać. Jednego Anka, tak.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
No to niezłe powitanie dzisiaj. Dzisiaj po prostu wstał.
Ready to get to work, Desmond?
Oczywiście, dobra. 5. blok. To są zablokowane. To jest dodatkowe, to są osiągnięcia za flagi. No to lecimy z 5. Nie użyj się tak.
Refill your stock by returning to Messiah.
Amin, Altair. I trust you are well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Aqqa with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Ganye's men.
The perfect
Pokazać te jabłko to...
The perfect soldiers. A perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued
Uch,
success.
dobra.
His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Dzięki. Co dostałem? Nas... Defense break. Bicie obrony. Nie macie tu? Kawa, no dobra, no to pójdziemy.
What's going on?
Wszystko chyba umiem. Dobra, to do Mars.
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple enemies.
Dobra, wiedziałem. No to idziemy pogadać.
It's the hero of Damas.
Muszę podszukać informacji
Tell
tam.
me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed. And for the better, I might add.
Dobra. Dowiedzieliśmy się trochę informacji. No, ale... Muszę wyjść, żeby się... Dobra, zapisuję się. Ja się z wami żegnam. Do następnego. Pa.